going on, world? It's your boy Rashawn Tucker coming live, Small City Big Dreams. We got the beautiful Suzann Christine here with us.
Hello.
Where are you from?
Philly, uptown part of Philadelphia. I would just call it uptown. Any specifics, not going into any specifics about exactly where, but uptown is where I'm at.
Okay, singing at the car at 5. Now back then, I know it was gospel music. Did you know, how did you know that you want to do music from then to now as an R&B singer?
I didn't actually. I just actually decided to pursue music within the last like 2 years, 3 years or so. So I didn't really know that at 5. That's just what I was doing. Like I was singing in the church and stuff like that. And I did that growing up. I did performing arts, you know, high school, middle school. I don't know, I've just been singing all my life, but I didn't actually decide to pursue artistry until recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. I've done some research on you that you graduated with a bachelor degree of arts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think school impacted what you done now into the music you're doing?
Possibly. Just a little. Maybe not too much. I think it's important though. You know, I think education definitely helps, and I think, you know, it may have impacted me in terms of my writing. You know, but I didn't really go to school for music or anything like that. So I actually went to school for nursing, and I ended up coming out with a Bachelor of Arts degree. So, you know, like it didn't have anything to do with what I do today, period. The only thing that it might have helped is, you know, with my writing skills and stuff like that. Just kind of like experiences too. So, yeah.
True that. Before opening with Music Soul Child, who else had you opened up for?
I opened up for recently. Well, actually, it wasn't recent, but in this past July, I did Radio One Fest in Miami, and I opened up for a whole slew of artists: Melanie, Fiona, Monica, Wale. Who else? Gosh, it was too many people. Fat Joe. I don't know. The list goes on and on. It was a long list because it was a festival, so I got the chance to I did the national anthem, and I also performed one of my own songs down there. So that was like a great experience. Opened up for Philly's Kendrick, Family Soul. Who else? Man, is that it? I think. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I've had some great experiences, you know, on my journey. It's been a short span of time, but in that short span of time, I've been able to, you know, do some great things so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do music?
Well, like I said, I've been singing all my life, and got into the studio, did a few records. I've always been writing, but I never took it seriously. And as I continued to just like sing, I got some people who got me into the studio, had me doing hooks, had me writing. After a while, you just start to really enjoy it, and you realize, you know what, this is what I want to do every day. You know, you see Sister Act, and, you know, just like Whoopi Goldberg said, she said, you know, if you wake up in the morning and all you can think about doing is singing or songwriting or whatever, then you're supposed to be a singing. And, you know, that's exactly what kind of like eventually happened to me. Like I was just doing it as, you know, like not a hobby, but it was just like, all right, I want to do it, you know. I'm singing, call myself Suzann Christine, you know. And it was just like, all of a sudden, it really hit me like with a rush.
Yeah.
It was like, this is what you need to be doing. Like, this is where your destiny lies. And ever since, I feel like I've been more at peace with my life. You know, financially, it's not very easy being an upcoming artist, but I'm more at peace doing this than making 40 grand a year, you know, somewhere doing something that I really didn't enjoy. So.
Now let's talk about the adrenaline rush.
Mm-hmm.
The lady said, "I love it. I listen to it every other day."
That's what's up.
What's the background of it?
That is exactly what the background is. Basically, what it's talking about in the song. You know, you being around somebody that you like or that you have feelings for, and when you're with them, you're always getting a feeling that comes over you that you cannot control. You get adrenaline rush. you know, and you know, it just stemmed from me having those feelings about being with somebody alone, and you know, letting things, you know, happen. You know what I mean? Take over.
True that. Now, speaking of that, are you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
If anybody in the world wanted to get your attention, what would they have to do?
If they wanted to get my attention, I would first say, they have to have, like, I'm really into guys who have goals and are really driven and really driven, and like I have to see you actually going after it. Like, you can't have a goal and then say you're trying to do something and then I don't ever see you do it. Like,
True that.
see you trying to pursue whatever it is that you're saying you're trying to do. You know what I mean? And you have to have a plan. You know, people who are into their spirituality, God-fearing, Christian men, those type of things are what draw me in. And you have to be funny. Like, you have to make me laugh. If you're too serious, it's not gonna work. And if you're not making me laugh, not gonna work. Like, personality is like my main thing, and I've learned that over the years. Like, looks are definitely important, but I found myself falling for guys who aren't the best lookers. You know what I mean? They're not that guy that's gonna make you go like, ooh, oh my gosh, who is that? You know, like, that's not. Though I have found myself with those type of men, like liking those type of men that are just themselves. They're funny. They have great personalities. They're about something in life. Those are the type of men that will catch my attention.
Y'all heard it.
Sue that.
For the hit Selfish Boy, you had my boy Jay Wes directing it.
Mm-hmm.
How was it working with him?
Oh, it's great. I love working with Jay Wes. Definitely. Jay Wes is one of my favorite videographers, and he's actually working on Adrenaline Rush. We just shot day 1, Adrenaline Rush, not long ago, and we have day 2 coming up soon with the dance parts and everything like that. So I'm excited working with him. He has a great eye for what he does, and he's creative, and he's good at what he does.
Can I make it like? Can I make a little video shoot, a little something with that? Can I be in it as a little friend?
Can you be in a video?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna have to find one. Yeah.
Okay.
This Adrenaline Rush, pretty much all the parts are over for that. So, but yeah, then maybe in the next video we can get you in that joint.
I heard it. What advice do you have for anybody coming up?
My advice to those people coming up would be definitely, you have to, number one, you have to believe in yourself. You have to be driven. You have to be ambitious. You have to know what you want. But if you're really going to make it, you have to network. You have to build relationships. Keep those relationships good. Know who you're dealing with. Because sometimes you can have people in your circle that nobody likes, doesn't want to work with those type of people. They have a bad rap, and it can mess you up. You know what I mean? You get yourself involved dealing with somebody who could really potentially mess up your whole career. So you have to build your relationships. Relationships are more than half of what this business is about. Like, who you know is really important. You can be talented, you can know what you're doing, you could be great, but there's so many great artists out here, like great singers, great rappers, great people who make music, but if they don't know the right people, it will never happen. And they're not seen in front of the right people. You gotta have a support system. That is like so major. So get out there, meet people. I remember meeting this one guy who said that he didn't care what other upcoming artists were doing, like people that were actually getting out there, like, making moves. But that's important to be paying attention about, seeing what other people are doing, knowing how they've, accomplished what they've accomplished. You know what I mean? Paving the way. They're paving the way for you. You know what I mean? So definitely be out there paying attention, networking, meeting other people. That's big, huge.
True that. Now, I've done a little bit more research. Is that you have a website called PhillyGirlTalk.com. For those who don't know, she reached out to younger kids who also want to become with their dreams.
I don't have PhillyGirlTalk.com. My girlfriend started PhillyGirlTalk.com.
Okay.
And that's okay. That's okay. She started Philly Girl Talk as a mentoring website for virtual mentors to reach out to the mentees through websites. Now they changed the name. It's called Influencing Action. So you could definitely look out for that. I'm a mentor. I help her, with her thing. But I have my own nonprofit organization. It's called SCH Creative and Performing Arts Inc. And that's actually for youth. We have after-school programs. We have dance, photography and graphics, music production, audio engineering, and musical theater this year. So we have it every Monday and Wednesday at 6:30. And if anybody wants any more information on that, if you're trying to get your youth involved, it's affordable programs for youth ages 10 to 18. Just visit our website, www.schcapa.org. So, yep.
I definitely want to salute you for that. I appreciate you doing that. That's really nice of you. All right, y'all heard it live. Coming live, Rashawn Tucker, Small City Big Dreams.